Hey guys, hope everyone's okay. Just going to do a class today with a bit of a focus on our glutes. So as we move through the practice, I really want you to think about engaging your bum, putting in your core, and just trying to keep with it. So sending that breath to where you feel needs the energy, so it could be down into your hips, where needs that power, that flow. So just join me as we just connect with our breath for a moment. I'm in kneeling, but you can be in your easy seated pose, whatever you want. Bring your hands to heart center and just inhale through your nose down to the base of your belly. Try and bring the belly out as far as you can. As we do that, inhale the way up and just open your shoulders, so draw your chest forward, find that freedom in the shoulders. Good. Inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Inhale, open the chest. Good. And then coming down onto all fours. Good. You're going to just find a bit of movement in the spine. So find that tabletop, draw the belly button up to the spine and inhale and arch that back round and exhale. Good. Sitting that spine up. So you're just trying to find a bit of space between the vertebrae. That's it. And once more. Okay, and back to centre. Push through the knuckles, and we're making our way up to a downward dog, so tucking over your toes. But what I want you to do firstly actually is just hover a fraction off the ground. So knees a fraction off the ground, a slight bend in your elbows, and just stay there for a couple of breaths. So the breath will need to go down to the knees, through the belly. Good, and down once more. So you're just starting to fire up, to switch on the belly, the legs. Okay, so just do that once more. Again, by keeping a little bend in the elbows, you're actually firing up those arm muscles a little bit more. Stay with the breath. Good, and take it down. And this time, you can push your hips up to the sky in your downward dog. So really press through the knuckles. Try not to take too much of the weight in the wrists. Good, keep that bend in the elbows, spread the shoulders nice and wide, and just find a bit of playful movement there. Good. Bending one knee, then the other. Good, I'm just going to take it forward slightly, just for the video. Good, you're then going to take the right leg back into three-legged dog. So try not to open that right hip, and then you're just going to pulse that leg up and down. Keep breathing, sending those shoulders, drawing the belly in and up. Good. And then bring that knee all the way up into your chest, placing it down, facing the front in between your hands. Just inhale here for a moment. Good. And then tuck over that, turn that back toe so it's parallel, facing the front. Good. And then coming up in to your warrior two, so hips facing the front, arms out, pull those arms out really nice and wide, right knee facing and pointing toward your little toe, and just push that out slightly more, just engage. Bend a bit deeper into that if you want. Good. And keep your shoulders over your hips. That's it, and we're just moving into a side angle, so taking the arm over. Good, and you want to make a nice long line, stacking those shoulders. Press into that little toe on the left hand side. Good. That's it, and rising. Push into both feet. Good. Gazing down your fingertips. Once more this time, imagine you're holding a ball just in front of you. So inhale, press down. Inhale down to that left little toe. Good.
And once more. Try not to move the legs, staying strong. Good. Really fire up this leg. Inhale and taking it back over. Good. That's it. And coming back. Turning over the other foot, so it's facing forward, taking your toes slightly out to the side, drawing in your core and coming down into your goddess. So sitting, tucking under the tailbone, drawing your arms, your shoulder blades back towards one another. Good. And then rising and taking it back down. So pushing those knees slightly out. Straight spine, breathing all the way down to the hips, the knees, the ankles. Good. And once more, and this time, if you want a little bit more, take the left ankle off the ground, heel, and take the right ankle off the ground. Inhale here, exhale, and once more, coming down. Good. Smile. That's it. Using that breath, go a little bit deeper. Good. That's it. And stretching long and taking it over, bending your knees and just finding a forward fold there. So yes, no in your head, releasing through. Good. And bending one leg, then the other, just working into the body a little bit, stretching out the inner thigh. Then taking your arms straight out in front of you, drawing up from the crown of your head for a flat back. So you want your back nice and straight, pushing your bottom out. Good. And coming back down. That's it. And turning your toes over to face the side. That's it. And we're going to step in. And then you can all carry on facing that way. I'm just, for your benefit, I'm just going to take the leg that's just stepped in, up, and you're going to come into your tree. So either placing it so you're up against a wall behind you, drawing your core in, finding your focal point, either on your calf or into your thigh, and just finding your balance there. Good, really press, not my day today. Press your foot into the calf, into the thigh, pressing the knee back. Inhale. Good. Try not to grip with the toes on the ground. That's it. And taking your arms up and taking your leg over and just bending into it. Good. Coming back to centre. That's it. And then moving the other way. Good. So you're going to take your legs nice and wide and you're going to come down slowly into your yogi squat. Good. So just find that movement in the hips a little. You're going to walk out and you're going to come back into that all four, the tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders. Good. Pressing through the knuckles, tucking over your toes, and just hovering slightly. So feeling that engagement in the core. Inhale, and just sighing that tension back out. Good. And coming back down. And once more. Inhale, sigh that tension out. Good. That's it. And this time, taking it up and rolling over. Hips up to the sky. Rotate your shoulders nice and wide. Find width there. Good. Hips to the ceiling. Draw the core in and just find a bit of space there again. Good. That's it. Just yes, no, your head for a moment. Releasing that neck. Good. Taking the left leg up nice and high and just pulse. Three-legged dog. Draw the core in. Try not to open through the left hip too much. Press into the knuckles. Take the weight out of the wrist. Good.
That's it, and then draw the knee into the chest and gently place that foot down in between your hands. Take the back toe, the back foot over so it's facing the front. Good. And then you're rising up to your warrior two, so hips facing the front, shoulders facing the front, and gaze over your fingertips. Take your knee towards your left little toe. Pull your hands away. Good. And inhale and coming over into your side angle. So finding that straight line from fingertip to tip toes, pressing into that right big little toe. Good. Keeping the shoulders stacked. Good. And back up. Draw in the muscles around the core as you rise. Good. And then this time a little deeper. I'm feeling like you've got that ball that you're holding on to. Good. And once more. That's it. Inhale and coming over, holding that ball. Good. And rise. That's it. Good. That's it. Take your toes facing the front. Good. Roll over your shoulders. Arms up, down into your cactus arms, drawing your shoulder blades together, and then pulling your knees back into your goddess, tucking under the tailbone and sitting. Inhale that breath down through the legs. You can visualise the colour of your breath, which sometimes helps. Inhale back up and down. Good. Good. And once more. Taking the left toe onto the left toe, onto the right toe if you want, and once more. Draw those shoulder blades back. Good. Switch on the core. Good. And then stretching the arms tall, inhaling to the front body, and exhale and let it out. Good. And then just finding that space in the legs. Finding that stretch, bending one leg, stretching the other. Good. That's it. Coming to seated. That's it. Okay, stretching tall and just bending over, feeling that in the hips, keeping your back nice and straight. And then taking it over, so allowing your head to drop. Keeping the legs engaged, draw the toes back towards you. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then lie yourself down onto your mat. Heels under your knees. And just take your palms facing the sky. And allow your right knee to drop to your left big toe, or heading that direction. On the inhale, rising. The exhale, taking it to the other way. Good. Inhale up and exhale back down. Inhale up. Should feel a nice twist, a nice release in the back. If it doesn't feel right, don't go there. Good. And then coming back up. And we'll just go through a reclined pigeon. So right ankle over left knee. And you can just draw that in towards you. Release the shoulders down onto the mat. You should feel a nice stretch down the right hand side of the hip. And just smile, feel proud that you have done a little bit. Nice yoga session, focusing on your glutes today. Good. Switching sides. Bringing that in. Inhale, exhale. Using that inhale to bring in that fresh air, that sense of calm. And the exhale to release any remaining tension in the body. Good. And then finishing with an inversion. So if you just want to bring your legs up and have them against a wall or whatever you want to do, that's fine. But it just can be quite nice to finish with getting a little bit more blood to the head. Or it can be quite relaxing at the end of the day. It can help you sleep better. Or if you want, you can come up into a shoulder stand, whatever you want to do. Still remembering to breathe. Good. That's it. This is your time. Connect with your breath. Engage with your body. Good. And then coming back down, allowing your toes to just relax out. Your hands, your palms to face the sky, the ceiling. And I just want you to visualise your breath as a colour, whatever colour it may be, moving around your body. I want you to release the toes, the ankles, allow them to melt onto the mat. The thighs, your hips, your belly, your shoulders all the way down to your arms, your fingertips, and then your head, placing attention to your forehead. Just soften it. Your jaw, allow it to loosen. Good. And then when you're ready, coming over onto your sides, just wriggling your fingertips, your toes, and coming back up into that easy seated position. Good. Inhale. Start centre. And love in the heart, balance in the mind, and strength in the body. Namaste. Thanks everyone.